I don't trust who just bought part of Fox. And I think we've seen a shift in their coverage, and I think they do not tell the truth 100%. If anybody told the truth, Obama wouldn't be there. Let's just tell the truth. If anybody would have told the absolute truth, he would not have the job. And people are covering and shilling, and it is the media. And the only thing that we have, talk radio, we have Facebook, we have the blogs, we have each other.
Don't forget about YouTube and social media, we're straight no more.
Yeah, but we were forced into this, which is a remarkable phenomenon.
Right.
We were forced into this by being lied to. And so we, being Americans, got all plucky and innovative, and we decided, well, there's another way to skin the cat, and we'll do it another way. And we did.
So you're a Friends of Aid member, which for those that don't know, is basically a underground, or not totally underground society anymore, which is a group, a collection. I'll let you start.
You're blowing the cover. You're just so screwed. How many people in Hollywood? Even at the Michael Steele dinner, there's...
We'll cut that out.
Okay.
Yeah, you need to cut that part out.
Yeah.
Let's rekey it out.
I can talk about it in a little bit. There are Hollywood Republicans. I don't know if they've come out more because of what's been going on, but the parties every year have 1,000 people, which you.
I know.
Okay, so.
No, you
But that's what I wanted to ask is, like, do you see things changing? Do you see a different tenor there? Are people like,
No.
well, maybe Obama wasn't what we thought or what he was sold to us as?
Yes,
Okay.
because he's not liberal enough.
Wow.
He hasn't taken us quite off the cliff into communism.
Wow.
The guy can't win, unfortunately, because the left is mad at him that we're still actually.
He didn't really do it all the way. That's why it's not working.
No, and by the way, the mythology of that, Republicans, this is off the topic for a second, but Republicans and conservatives want everybody to be able to have health care. They just don't want to take a 2,000-page bill and destroy everybody's health care for it.
Right.
I read the health care bill, and I actually was shuddering. I was shaking. I called my mom and said, you don't want this. So, that's what we always have to counteract in the media, because they're liars. They're liars about all of it. So, I feel blessed. Back in April, I'd never been on Facebook in my life. And one of my friends said, you have to do this. And I said, that's weird.
So good.
That's high school. I'm not going to talk about my boyfriend up on Facebook.
Oh, come on, we all want to know.
Well, I changed my status the other day.
I saw that.
I was the first one to say, if anybody that's on Facebook, there's an amazing network there.
Right.
It's amazing.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
You got to use what you got.
That's why all my buddies, I'm from the VC world and stuff like that, and in Silicon Valley, they fund the heck out of those things because again, going back to what we talked about before, all the basic stuff. Everybody wants to make money, everyone wants to be healthy and look good, everyone wants to be with someone that does the same, blah, blah, blah. People. The social network is people. Connecting with people in a more immediate way and stuff like that. If you call up Chris Saliza, he's not going to answer your phone if you have his phone number, whatever, unless he's one of the 10, 20 people that he needs to talk to that day or whatever like that. But you put something on his wall, you send him an email, kind of catch his eye, he'll respond.
How do you become friends with the sus man on Facebook?
Yeah,
He's got his own page.
page, don't you?
I've tried.
Brian Sussman Show.
There's no ad function.
How is there not? What are you
I've
talking about?
tried. I don't maybe I'm missing something.
I'll help you out. We'll get her styled in.
Well, yeah, I gotta get dialed in there.
You're not.
We need you. Okay, we need you. And it's a great opportunity to promote for free.
Yep.
It's a great opportunity to connect with people you'd never be able to connect with unless you did it for money.
Exactly.
So it's a great source of advertising and promotion and information.
Yeah, exchange of ideas and stuff like that. I battle with the liberals all the time, stuff like that. And sometimes they bring up a good point. Not that I change my policies, but it's like, you know what? We didn't think about this or address it. We need a better argument to handle that. You know what I mean? And you learn from a lot of other people and stuff like that. Let's go to I want everyone, and anytime you guys want to jump in and have something to say, let's have an interchange here. Let's go to Charisse Parviz, who's the star of Restrain No More, and also does stuff with Pajamas TV. She has a YouTube channel with almost 6,000 some subscribers. She puts together some more professional skits and stuff that are really fantastic. I know she's had a lot of, you can talk about your battles with YouTube and all that kind of stuff.
Well, I'm the cynic, obviously, of the group, but I'm part half Jewish, half Persian, so you get it from both sides. So, the thing about YouTube, okay, I remember I was talking to a producer. I'm from Hollywood, right? So we used to live here and then moved down to LA. And I was getting into film and doing pretty well. And I remember I was talking to a producer and said, movies, forget it, you need to go on the internet. I said, internet? Why would I want to go on the internet? The internet sucks. I don't even know how to do it. I don't know how to, I mean, I could barely turn on my computer, seriously. So it's like, okay, and I kind of blew it off. And it literally was one morning I woke up and I told my husband, I gotta shoot a video. He said, why did you do this? I said, I have to do it. And I have a faith, I mean, I believe in God. So like, God is telling me that I have to go do it, I have to shoot this video. And he was a little annoyed at me. He's like, well, what, this is distracting, blah, blah, blah. I said, oh yeah, I have to do it. So I just got my webcam, because at that time all I had was a webcam, all right? Terrible lighting, I was at my desk in my dining room, and I quickly developed a couple of different characters and shot 2 videos. And why? Because I was so irritated and I needed to vent. Obviously I'm a venter. I needed to vent out my frustrations.
The Jewish side of the person.
But I had to vent my frustrations because of the campaigning and the elections, the media, and all this garbage that was being forced down our throats, and I was just so frustrated. So I did it, and I was surprised. I needed the catharsis, right? So, but I was surprised at the response I got. And people were like, "Are you gonna make more videos? And are you gonna make more videos?" And I said to my husband, I don't know how to do this. He said, just expand on what you yell at the television set, you know? And so that's what I did. I do characters. I love characters. I love accents. And so I developed all these characters and just, it's satire, but commenting on whatever the political thing is of, that moved me. You can't hit everything because there's enough material to last forever, but whatever moved me at the time. But anyway, being in Hollywood and being conservative, I mean, it's one of the hardest things you can be. And you learn to keep your mouth shut if you want to work.
Absolutely, hell no.
No, and I used to, and I didn't. And I lost my agent. I lost a lot of work. And that's when I said, forget this.
Right.
I said, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it the way that I want to do it. And so I came out of the closet, all right? And
some strength out there. I mean, it's not easy. I mean, to do this and have your livelihood and your family and everything put on the line, and the profession that you love, and that you may lose everything for standing up for your beliefs. But I mean, I just think that's fantastic.
You know why it's easy? Country first. That's it.
And self-respect.
America comes first. Yeah. Well, I went to my mom when I was on Facebook and I started to have all of my friends unfriend me from Hollywood. They would literally guys I dated from when I was 19 years old that I've been friends with for however many years would come and actually say, "What are you, like a bag lady pushing a shopping cart? What is this crap you're talking about? What is this stuff you're talking about? You're not one of us." And I mean, they would delete me. They would call me a jingoist.
Wow,
I had
yeah.
to figure out
Sure.
what that was.
Sure.
That was another ex-boyfriend of mine from when I worked for Spielberg. They would call me names and unfriend me. And I went to my mom and I said, am I doing the wrong thing? I'm exposing myself to a place I'll never be able to go back from. And she said, since when did you, my mom's Miss Texas, since when did you ever care what anybody thought of you? And I said,
Go Texas.
all right. I don't know what it'll do. Right now I find people take my phone call faster.
Well, and
Because at least they know who I am. They might not like it.
That's right.
But they will say to me, they will send me interesting story. There's a big, huge agency called Creative Artist Agency.
Oh, yeah.
They are the biggest agency in the world. One of the biggest partners is one of my oldest friends. He's literally afraid to tell anyone. He's a Republican, and he sends me articles all day and goes, go post
Right,
this at Facebook.
I get that, yeah.
And I go, you're a man, you're a 50-year-old man, get a set and post it on your own wall. No, I can't do that, you post it. And he represents every movie star you would know of, and he's afraid to tell the truth because of the beating he'll
That's
get.
amazing.
And it's sad.
And this is the thing, and you two are from Hollywood, I mean, this is a place that is that went through the whole McCarthy stuff, that it is all about artistic expression, all about freedom of expression, and the liberals are supposed to be so tolerant, and yet it's just lockstep.
And what's to me so strange is that they talk, Che is the big hero of the time.
what is that?
Are you talking
I know.
about communism? How these actors, like Sean Penn, how they support these communists, and what do these communists do? Control the arts.
That's right.
They control it, and they think they're going to, get past this thing, and it's like they're just not thinking.
If you go Chavez takes over another media station almost every day and stuff like that. I mean, that is unbelievable. Che, they're making him the hero. That guy was a stone cold killer, but he was a coward when it was his time.